Hello and welcome to Star Citizen Sunday with me, Ryan, aka Sifu Messiah. This is a weekly show which covers everything from the world of Star Citizen over the past week. Links can be found in the description for everything we discuss, so let's get on with it. So it's another short episode this week as Around the Verse was missed off, most likely due to the holiday livestream. We only have 10 for the Chairman and the Reliant variant sale, however I am currently working on a livestream special which shall follow sometime in the next week. I would like to give a huge thank you to all of our patrons. Your support really allows us to create these videos. I have recently updated our Patreon rewards and goals to better reflect our direction. Things like Star Citizen package giveaways and private gaming sessions with me would be a good way to thank you all for helping the channel. Follow the Patreon link in the description if you would like to help. If you are still to sign up to the RSI website, please use my referral code as shown on screen or in the description, and you'll receive 5,000 United Earth credits which can be spent in the Voyager Direct store for your ships, your character, or whatever you choose. You don't have to spend anything to sign up. It's only once you pledge that I'll be granted an RP point, which will get me some little rewards in the future. So kicking off as usual, we have 10 for the Chairman. Again, another great 10 for the Chairman. First question being, how will you stop cheaters and people like hackers and so forth? And they say that they are aware and have plans to crack down on cheating. He says people always find a way to do stuff, but it is on the roadmap. Because it's not like Call of Duty or Battlefield where it's not a pure FPS game, there's a lot more to it, and so there won't be the same pressure as a dedicated FPS arena, so hopefully it won't happen as much, but obviously there will be people trying. Anyway, next question. Will NPCs have levels or ranks, and how will we be able to help them increase in level? And he says NPCs will absolutely have the traditional RPG ranks and skills. They will have traits like strength, dexterity, endurance, so on and so forth, and these will vary depending on NPCs. For example, some might have a good skill as a gunner or a pilot, and if you have a rookie who isn't very good at anything really, he will be much more cheaper compared to someone who is far greater and highly skilled at something else. But if you hire a rookie, if you take him to battle and he survives through many battles or so many battles, then his skill will increase and it will get better at it. Now when it comes to players, it's not based on an RPG style skill tree, it's more just if you are capable of doing something, then you will be able to do it. It's more based on just how you are actually capable of doing such a task. Now, they won't likely expose the non-playable character's background stats. When you're looking to hire someone, you'll be able to see just what they're good at, but it won't be like your traditional bars or out of 100, I would have thought. Anyway, next question. Will ship sensors be able to scan an area of space to search for evidence of ship's recent existence? For example, thruster trails or maybe reactor emissions left behind. Also, would it be possible to enhance sensors for scans to scan for quantum drive wakes and determine where a ship has jumped to or what kind of ship has actually jumped? And Chris said that it's a very good idea. It's not in the initial plan for scanning and it's not something they've really discussed or considered, but longer term it could be something they would add. He said it would be great for bounty hunting, and once basic implementation is in for scanning, they will look to add it long term, but that would be very cool. Next question, which is one I think we've had before, is will it be possible to add non-lethal options rather than just your weapons and missiles? And the example they gave was maybe an EMP to another ship like the hospital ship. So for the new backers, they say yes, it will be possible for non-lethal options, and the EMP is not only available for the ships we know now, it will be an upgrade in the future for most ships. So next question, quite a cool question, is will it be possible to raid a supply shipment, not for piracy, but more to damage a rival's org cargo, thus its revenue and operations? And Chris says that yes, absolutely, not only for the verse NPCs, you will definitely be able to do it for organizations as well. He says logistics are going to be a big part of the verse, and supplies will be something that is very important. So if you are on the front line, for example, or your org is on the front line trying to protect something, then you will need ammo, you will need fuel, you will need personnel, and so you will need to get some sort of logistic supply route coming to those to resupply them. But a rival org can intercept this and stop the supply, so the ships that they're trying to take out will run out of fuel and run out of ammunition. A very cool tactic and one that is often used on the battlefield, so it's very cool that they're including that. So next question. If you own an alien ship, will the race recognize you as one of their own until they sort of figure out after scanning you, or will it just be immediate recognition? And he says that he's not really thought about it yet. It won't have any effect on the first drops, and they likely won't recognise you as their own, but if you're flying a Zhaan ship, they would likely notice that yours is a human-modified ship. But the Zhaan, for example, won't fire on sight. They say it's a bit more like China and America at the moment, where they work together, but they're keeping a close eye on each other. But if you do fly near Vandal, they would likely know that you're not one of them. If you captured one or you spoofed your ship to look like their clan, as I think we understand that the Vandal roam in clans, it's not just one race fighting for each other. It's groups of clans that will roam together. If you can mask it as one of their clans, then they may try to figure out who you are before they fight you, but it's not fully fleshed out yet. Anyway, moving on. Will I be able to create hidden compartments in my ship to hide or smuggle certain items? And he says yes, they will have this. They're thinking to how to do it so that the player can have his own creativity of where the compartments are, rather than, as it currently seems to be, this is the only place you can hide something, which obviously then everyone will know where to check. They have to finalise the design, but you will be able to have sections to hide cargo in, and as he says, hopefully you'll be able to pick your own place. So if you do get boarded, they will likely check for something, especially if you're a smuggler, but he says it won't be happening tomorrow as other careers are getting fleshed out first. Hopefully it will come online soon. Anyway, next question. Will you be able to use the gravitational pull of other planets to catapult you, or will it otherwise impact on the flight model? And he says probably not going to model the gravity to the level of sort of slingshotting, as he calls it. They are going to model gravity, and landing on a planet, the gravity will affect and increase the closer you get to the planet, and it will have effect on your flight, so there will be atmospheric flight. He says you can actually feel the artificial gravity on landing pads at the moment. When you get close enough, that will engage, and currently with the IFCS, the thrusters increase thrust due to the effect on the landing pad, so it's an automatic thing, so maybe you don't feel it too much. He did say there will be more on this when they model planets and planet landing, and so far, obviously, during the live stream, we saw the Nyx procedural generated planet, so they have its own atmosphere. Incredible stuff. Anyway, moving on. Are we likely to experience environments like seen during Lando's flight through the second Death Star tunnels in Return of the Jedi, which will be equally challenging to your piloting skills and true maneuverability of your ship? And Chris says yes, definitely. Jump points are in some way similar to this, where the tunnels will be collapsing, they'll be organically moving around depending on its stability, and you have to navigate through them. If it's a jump that's never been navigated, then it'll be very difficult to navigate. He says they're pretty sure that other areas will exist planetside or in space. He says the possibilities are endless, and they are engineering this game to do amazing things. So, final question is, what are your feelings about the recent 2.0 PTU testing experience? Is there a downside to publishing new patches so frequently? Chris says the only downside really is the cost. They spend a lot of money on CDN costs, and pushing 30 gigs to so many players, they need to pay the provider. He did say the upside is that it's much better turnaround for iterations. The last PTU build, he says, was 100 times more stable than the first one, and it's only possible due to the large group of stress testing. Currently they have 25 in-house QAs, which is a good amount for a game so big, but the 1,000 concurrent players that they had initially really helped. They're also coming up with an auto crash reporting system, so it'll make it so much better. And obviously every one of us that gets into the PTU, and even the current 2.0 live version, is showing them where the issues are and they are fixing them. So it's like having thousands of QA testers in-house all reporting bugs. He did say that the 2.0 testing was absolutely great, and I cannot agree more. It is just one of the best systems in there for getting a game complete and ready. Anyway, that was the 10 for the chairman. Again, great questions. Tell me your thoughts. What do you like? What don't you like? So also with the live stream came the new Reliant variant. So let's take a look at them. It says that this is Misk's entry into the starter ship market. It is elegant yet utilitarian in design and capable of fulfilling a number of specific functions. Whether you're holding off rogues on the frontier, studying distant stars, or broadcasting the latest action from the front lines, there's a Reliant for everyone. So up until the 28th of December, each variant is now available. With each Reliant comes 3 years insurance and a pair of hanger flare items, which is the poster and the Takeitsu model. The first Reliant, which is the base Reliant, which we all know, it is called the Reliant Core, and this is a mini hauler, or a light cargo hauler should I say. It's got 30 standard cargo units and it's a 2-person crew. After that there was the Reliant Sen, spelt S-E-N, which is a researcher. This is variant A. It is a versatile mobile science platform outfitted with a long-range advanced sensor suite, and it's perfect for the aspiring explorer. Now again, 2 persons, but this time it only has 10 standard cargo units, possibly 4 supplies during your flight. So the next variant, this is variant B, is the Reliant Mako, spelt M-A-K-O. And this is the news van, and it says the Empire depends on up to the second information, which is why reporters need to be able to go where the news is happening whenever and wherever. It says it has the flexibility and dependability of a Reliant with a state-of-the-art image enhancement suite and turret-mounted optics to capture every moment with clarity and accuracy. Now the last variant, variant C, is the Reliant Tana, spelt T-A-N-A, and this is also known as a skirmisher. It is a versatile, lightweight fighter, easy to maintain with a rugged construction. The ideal choice for frontier and outpost defense, which is pretty cool. High yield power plant, stronger shields, and additional weapon mounts. Now again, crew of 2 and just 10 standard cargo units. Now the cost for the base hauler is $50, the skirmisher is $65, the researcher is $75, and the Mako news van is $85. These are really interesting ships. I love Misk, I must admit, it's probably one of my favourite manufacturers. And this range they have brought out, as unusual as it is, keeps my interest piqued. Anyway, I have got the news van, thank you to David. So as soon as that becomes hangar ready, I shall show it off. And also the core, or the base model, I'll show that off as well as soon as it becomes hangar ready. So fingers crossed we'll get to play with them soon. Anyway, tell me your thoughts about the Reliant. Do you own one? Are you wanting one? Get your voice heard. So also this week we had a This Day in History post titled The Path to Prime Citizen. Still to read that though, so do check it out if you have chance. There was also a gallery of pictures posted on the RSI site featuring many of the images shown during the holiday livestream of the ships like the Freelancer, the Sabre and the new Starfarer, which I must add is looking absolutely incredible. Also shown was this new procedural planet tech by way of a cool little video called From Pupil to Planet, which was seen at the beginning of this show. It is absolutely amazing to see how close this technology is. They have done an amazing job and I cannot wait to hear more about this. Finally, for all the RSI subscribers out there, we have a new jump point to read, so we better get started. On a quick side note, I just want to bring some attention to a Star Citizen community website called redacted.tv. It's a great place to get all the news on Star Citizen and also check out some other YouTubers or Twitch streamers. Highly recommend signing up, the link is in the description. So that brings us to the end of the show. Thank you for watching and thank you to our subscribers, plus a massive thank you to our patrons as you make this possible. If you like what we do and want to help us make it better, follow the link in the description to our Patreon page to learn more.